Player of the day you got to pick, Loz.
It's going to be difficult.
It's not easy at the present moment as the ball goes in the air, comes down to ground level. Fuller for Bannockburn. He's the first touch. The ball lands in the arms of Mullane Grant. He's looks like he's at centre half forward. The tackle has caused the ball to be spilled out, so Vedder earns a free kick in the last line defence. Oh, it's a shocking kick across the face of goal. Gives Lee Perkins some sort of a chance. He gets a fist on the footy, then he puts a good shepherd in for Wishart. It's a lovely control kick, finds Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe now goes to the lead of Broome, and Dwayne Broome's had a very good second half, and he has earned a free kick for a trip here.
He presented beautifully there too, Eric.
He did.
In that spot.
I think since half-time he's been very good.
He's been very good. He's very good in the third quarter.
A most important kick here for Dwayne Broome. Has one goal to his credit. Probably distance he should make, but it's a very strong breeze at that western end. Broome now moves in. He's certainly going to get the distance. It's a good-looking kick off the boot, and I tell you what, that would be probably the most important goal of the game.
Do they have a look at the centre bounces here? What's going on here?
He's still on, just dawdling. They were just dawdling.
Oh, sorry, the ball's back in the middle of the ground, picked up there, gone forward to Dwayne Broome, goes back to Lee Perkins by hand. So Perkins now puts Bannockburn back into attack. The play there from Coy is good. He comes out, attacks the ball, feeds the ball backwards, goes back to find Vedder, but the boundary line's not a problem. But
I've got to say, Dale, I reckon the umpires haven't missed a beat today. Like most that's happened has been there.
The good thing is, if you don't notice them, you don't think they're doing a bad job. So Mullane Grant's kicking.
Oh, don't
he hasn't
tell
kicked
me.
One all day, and he's kicked this one though. So Mullane Grant
to the circle and put it up, which he's done again now. As Dorber gets a tap down to Bliss, he's immediately tackled. Umpire said no prior opportunity, and will come in and put the ball in the air once again. 3 minutes gone, final quarter. Bannockburn, the only 2 goals of the final quarter so far. Scroblack got the tap down. Goes to Singleton. He feeds a handball out to Coy. Coy ducked his head. Probably shouldn't get a free kick, but has. And umpire will come and stand the mark. So Ryan Coy decides to play on quickly now. Kicks towards half-forward flank. East Geelong, numbers out there. Sean O'Leary threw it out to Josh Coy. Gets the kick around the body, and in the way to take the mark is Simon Primke. He's only 20 metres out, an acute angle, and I think runs back pretty quickly to have this shot on goal. I think he realised the importance of time now because we approach the 4th minute of the final quarter.
This will be a good goal if you can slot this one.
So Primke now, I guess he's kicked it across the face of goal.
I think he plays on now in the square. Hickleton from just outside the goal square, kicks long. Perkins over the top. Carpenny read that well. Picked the ball up, fed the handball forward. Hoey kicks round the corner, back into the attacking zone. Hickleton comes out. Can't bend over to pick it up. It goes to Primke. Now to Coy. Coy feeds the ball out to Singleton. Gets around the oncoming player. Chase from behind.
Tackle.
Oh, it's got to be a free kick. And it is. And it's a good chase there from Jamie Van Ingen. And the resulting free kick goes to that player. Goes back to Hickleton now. He changes direction. A dangerous kick. Watts has got to do well here. He doesn't take the mark. Keeps the ball in front. But Mick O'Leary does very extremely well. Now the ball's with Oppenlander. Oppenlander on that left foot. That's a great kick at goal. So Justin Oppenlander, I should say. So umpire back in the centre of the ground. Umpire McLeod this is, throws the ball in the air. And the ball's tapped down, I think, by Dorber this time, but Scroblack actually reads that and all fell in his arms, and he's kicked the ball forward again. Goes towards Coy, spoiled from behind by Reek. Players coming through, kicked off the ground there. Goes back to O'Leary. O'Leary to Ryan Coy, steaming into goal. Ryan Coy kicks, and it's failed to bring it back. Bannockburn defence, but he will go wide. That's where he's pointing. Nice kick. Goes outside 50, so Breeze not in effect there. Scroblack just does the right thing, taps it to the front of the contest. Now in the arms of Primke, back to Oppenlander, to Marcus Hildebrand. Hildebrand on the left foot. They're having chances, but he can't bring it back far enough, and it's going to
the other side of the ground. I think numbers are with East, and Bannockburn players are on the wrong side of the ground.
I think they're concerned. Scroblack's setting himself over there, I think.
So the ball in the back pocket now with Reek. He's going to be asked to play on. He does so. He has to kick long and high. Again, Scroblack's the target. He can't take the mark, but every time it goes there, you know he's going to force a contest. Ball, see him go. I reckon they've got enough around the ground to win the ball enough. Ball's tapped in, comes to the back of the contest. Now it's Carpenny. He's running away from goal, spins round, kicks back towards the half-forward line. It's a 2-on-1 situation. First player back's going to be Primke. No, it's not. It's Tui. He feeds the ball out to Lee Perkins, and Perkins now from outside or inside 50 goes back to the towards centre wing, and Scrobelack again, he takes the mark. So Adam Scrobelack drives the ball, goes inside 50. Oh, Coy up high there, but couldn't take a mark. Tui dives on the ball, feeds it out, goes towards Dorber and Primke. Players are forced to come out in the contest there. Goes towards Hoey, kicks back to the goal square, bounces in the square, and has gone through for a major.
Tomalan and Grain did one, so we're square.
So in the middle, Scrobelack gets a tap down once again. Hard at the footy, both sides now. The ball's still in the centre of the ground. Umpire puts a whistle on play. We'll have a ball up once again. At least you can't sort of doubt the endeavour of both sides here today. Both really hard at the footy. Over the top, it comes down to Gibbs. Gibbs now with the handball. Tries to get it going forward for Bannockburn. Picked up Carpenny. Handball to player unmarked in Opperlander. Opperlander to half forward. Mark dropped there by Hoey. He got away. He beat the tackle, but he does well. Van Ingen just got enough on him too. Not going to kick it to Dorber. He's 150 metres down there.
Oh, look at that.
Geelong was out of bounds from the kick in. As
you're going to get one of these in a minute.
Mick O'Leary it is. Loves kicking goals. It's probably within his range, I reckon. It's a shocking kick off the boot. And Mark taken in the goal square for Bannockburn. And why would they defend it down this side again? I just can't believe it. Now Bliss has got the brains. I think he might be going to give a free kick away. But Crescent still inside defensive 50 as the boundary umpire puts it in the air. Dorber and Primke on that occasion. Ball comes down to Oppenlander on that left foot. Hooks it around the body. It is, would you believe, another behind.
This side of the ground, so they're persisting with it. The ball's kicked long, outside 50.
Over the back and run with it.
Back is Broom. Broom gets the ball, kicks round the half-forward line. It's going to be a race on here. In front is player... I can't see what it is. Paisley, is it? It is too. He picks the ball up. Oh, he just threw the ball out with one hand. He's got away with it. It's a good play, we'll call that, because he's able to get the ball back inside. Goes to Scrobelack. Scrobelack now feeds the ball back inside to Coy. He doesn't take the first one. Goes wide to Carpenny. Carpenny has it now. And he's called. Advantage has been called. It's now in the hands of Coy. And Coy shoots a goal. It's going to go across the face. And so Higgleton's got to have some options. Up the centre of the ground would be the way to go if you're not going to go down this side. You've got Bliss standing back there. You've got another two players there, but he goes wide. Again, it's Dorber on Scrobelack. Scrobelack just puts his arm up. Too much strength, too much football now, I suppose, and he takes the mark. Chips the ball back inside. Van Ingen comes through. Tacks the ball, does well. Can't pick the ball up. It's now with Tui. He can't pick the ball up, so the pressure is mounting. Oppenlander, he picks the ball up cleanly. Goes over the top to Coy. Out wide to Carpenny. And Carpenny now runs to 50. Long kick back towards the goal square. Numbers with Bannockburn. Ball comes to the front of the contest. Can't be picked up there by Hobbs. Josh Coy jumps in the ball with a free kick to Coy for a push in the back. And Coy, with the resulting free kick, 20 metres out from goal, 45-degree angle, will shoot for goal.
She was pretty hot in there.
Goal here is game on, you know. It's only 14, 13 minutes.
So Josh Coy, an easy shot at goal for this player. He comes in. Coy shoots. Coy goals. It's a goal to the East Geelong side. So Josh Coy's second and the sixth goal. Umpire puts the ball in the air again. Scrobelack gets a tap down. Intercepted by Bliss. First time for a while the ball's been forward of the centre. Oh, gee, that's a mark. And very fortunate Vettier again not to be penalised. Now he's got 50. Had him by the jumper, wouldn't let him go. And that could be a game-saving mark for Tom Mullane Grant, I'd suggest.
I'd like to buy a bit of ground off this bloke.
Yeah, well, it was just outside the 50-metre arc. So Mullane Grant now, he's got one in this quarter, has the kick from almost in the goal square. That's his second. And that's got him in the game.
Yeah, especially with nailing off the ground. I think they had to get him involved, and that's a bit more room. So the ball back in the centre. Scrobblack does well. Nice tap to Oppenlander. Helpenlander just loads up, goes long. I'll back him in here. Ball comes to the front of the pack. Primke can't take it. Now with Singleton. Has time to steady. Goes round on the right foot. Brings it back, but too far. So, the kick in for full back has a Reek. He plays on now, goes long. The option's going to be Wishart, but Paisley coming in, does well and takes possession, takes the mark, goes back to Primke. Primke again, loads up the ball, kick going forward. Oh, it's eluded a number of players here, goes towards O'Leary. He can't pick the ball up, he does so, tries to elude the tackle. Ball goes over the boundary line and will be thrown back into play.
Gee, you can't afford...
Right footwear often helps too. So the ball's thrown back into play. Hickleton knocks the ball forward, goes towards Bliss. He fends the first one off, goes by hand to Tui. Tui kicks round the corner, but only as far as Scrobblack. Scrobblack can kick short, has opportunities to go to a couple of targets, but misses them all. Goes, Nicholson picks up, goes to Watts. Now Watts. Matty Watts kicks out of the defence, goes back towards centre wing. Good clean pick up there is required. It's not picked up this time by Spencer. He's got pressure from behind, but the players come in to support, and that's the Coy brothers. And Josh, this time, no, it's Brad, kicks the ball forward, goes back to the half-forward line. Bannockburn with numbers in the air. East Geelong with numbers on the ground. Picked up, kicked round the corner, goes towards the forward pocket, falls in the pocket. Oh, Coy picks the ball up,
Mick
has O'Leary in the goal square, and Mick O'Leary waltzes in and kicks a goal.
Mark, final quarter. Ball in the air once again. Scrobblack, the big punch forward, reading it well as Van Ingen, ran off the half-back flank there. Handball over the top, drew the player. That's good. Oh, it took a while to get rid of the footy, Lee Perkins, but finally does. Goes towards Wishart at half-forward. Paisley does well. Gets a hand on the footy. Back to Vetter by hand. By hand to Scrobblack. Scrobblack to Coy. All this by hand ends up in the arms of Hoey. Hoey to centre half forward. Oh, Tui read that better than Primke on that Primke on that occasion, and a good mark dropping back to Tui. Gee, what was he going to do? Don't think he's too happy to kick the ball, and I can understand why. That's a terrible kick. Fuller had a pretty ordinary day today. Overruns a footy. Back to Hickleton at full back. He can't take the mark. Nicholson gets the footy. He's tackled.
Drop the ball.
Well, they've been painted all day, I suppose. Yeah. If you've got the guts to pick the footy up, you get nothing. You get tackled, you drop the footy. It's a free kick every time. So Sean O'Leary looking for the footy, trying to get the kick, there's no doubt. Umpire said Michael's got the footy. So Michael O'Leary, the kicker of the last goal. Can he bring it back to 8 points as we approach 19 minutes in this final quarter? Mick O'Leary. It's a good-looking kick off the boot. That's his second in the quarter, and that's the 8th. So back in the middle, ball in the air once again. Scrobblack taps it back the other way, picked up by Hildebrand finally. Now the ball comes to ground again, stacks on the mill. Umpire says play on. Coy lets it go, gets it out, comes to Perkins. Oh, ran head first into a tackle.
Drop on the ball.
Absolutely no chance in the wide world of getting rid of that footy. That's an interesting decision, but the free kick is there to the East Geelong side. Ground level, Carpenny picks the footy up. Primke draws a player, gets it back to Carpenny. The leads come from Sean O'Leary. Oh, hell with it at the footy. I tell you what, he probably helped it along a bit too, Sean O'Leary. He's got the free kick. He's 20 metres out directly in front. And can he make it a 2-point ball game? Sean O'Leary, wasting no time, comes in. Away goes the footy. That's goal number 2 for Sean O'Leary. And
it's a free kick away. They're trying to get people
so the ball back in the centre ground. O'Leary it is. It's Scrobblack who wins the tap out again, but it goes towards Wishart. Carroll can't pick the ball up, but Bliss kicks it off the ground. Now he has to go and chase it himself. Coming the other way is Coy. Both players kick the ball off the ground. Goes back towards Bliss again. Dives on the ball. Needs to feed the ball out. Does so. But only far as Coy. And this is Ryan Coy. Goes one way. Comes back on the other. Then kicks back inside and finds Hildebrand. So Hildebrand now through the centre of the ground has one bounce. Well, has time for a second, but kicks short. Goes over the top of Primke. And the mark has been taken by Tui. Handball forward. He wasn't looking at the player then when he got the handball. It's gone towards O'Leary again. He ducks his head. Feeds the ball out, goes towards Hoey. Hoey from outside 50, kicks back towards the square. It's going to be a minor score.
Woo. They can't afford to just hang around here waiting because.
So from the kick in, Watts kicked the footy in over the head of his teammate. and Michael O'Leary has taken the mark, kicks it to the pocket,
Too easy, isn't it?
and Josh Coy takes the mark unattended. So the opportunity, a very, very difficult angle, but the opportunity here for Josh Coy to put East Geelong in front at the 22.5-minute mark of the final quarter. Josh Coy, they probably kick him every day at training from here. He's run around the body. I tell you what, it is a pretty fair effort. Josh Coy, goals 19s, because she might be looking for him at the final siren.
So the ball thrown in the air, Scroblack again. This time it's knocked forward by Dickers. Goes only as far as Spencer. It is coming off the half back line, goes wide, finds Carpenny by himself. He knocks the ball forward. Dwayne Broom kicks the ball up, gets boot to ball, but goes towards a band for them. Now the ball's kicked forward by Baker. It's a nice looking kick, goes back towards centre half forward. Players in the air, Primke, good strong mark. He's been crucial there. At centre half forward in this last quarter. He turns, goes quickly into the forward line. Wishart going back. O'Leary coming the other way. Ball's picked up by Singleton. Feeds the ball out. Goes to Higgleton. Tries to duck and weave. He can't get out this time. Umpire has no alternative but to deliver a ball up 20 metres out. Kicked out, comes towards Gibbs, goes towards Fuller. He shrugs the tackle, goes to Bliss, over the top and goes back to Fuller. Fuller coming through the middle of the ground, kicks towards the half forward line. Mullane Grant, best favoured by the kick, puts one hand out, but has to go and get it now because he dropped the mark. Good support there from Perkins. To Mullane Grant, goes over the top, handballs to himself and goes back and gets it again. Picks it up, probably should have been a free kick there. Vedder handballs back. McLeod will give him a free kick against him. Yes, he will, for a deliberate act. So the ball with Dwayne Broom. Half forward line. So Dwayne Broom looking to get Bannockburn back into attack. Kicks the ball long. His target's going to be Fuller, I think it is. No, it's Woods who's gone forward, but it's ball right
here as the ball thrown in. Half back flank, Scroblack, back of the pack. Gee, he was taking a chance, hitting it to the back, but he did. Mullane Grant picks it up, gets tackled, gets a handball to Watts. What's he doing up in the forward line? He's tackled as he gets clear. Ball comes towards full forward. Carroll picks it up. He's flattened. Ball spills clear. It's only 20 metres out. Picked up by Nayland, back on the ground. High, wide and handsome. Oh, Scroblack in the goal square has taken the defensive mark for East Geelong. Now decides to just chip it short and going to play the possession game. Hildebrand takes the mark. That's not a good kick. He's put his teammate Spencer under enormous pressure. Good in 79 East, 11-8-74 Bannockburn.
Ball thrown back into play. Strong tackle there from Gibbs. Player had no opportunity there, and umpire will come in and take possession. So a good decision there, Scotty McLeod.
Here's Carroll bringing himself off the ground. I don't think he's too good.
So the ball's up in the air again. This time the ball's tapped down by Hoey. Second tap again by Hoey. Goes to Bliss. Tries to get through the contest. Feeds it out. Was a throw. And that's a fair decision by the umpire. So Mick Carroll wins the free kick. So Carroll just on the half back line for East Geelong.
He's trying to get himself off the ground.
So Carroll now decides to kick the ball long and wide, goes towards the half forward line. Tui, Primke, mark's not taken. There's a push out, I think. There's a holding decision given. Ball short. I don't know which target he went for, but he's gone and found Wishart, but he can't take the mark. Players now jump on the ball. The ball's not going to come out. Umpire again, I think he's done the right decision again, comes in and balls it up. So true centre wing. Ryan Coy's the man that's last off the ground. Hands the ball back to the umpire. So 27, 28 minutes gone, last quarter. Last roll of the dice, picked up there by Hildebrand. Tries to burst his way through. Scroblack goes back to Coy. Coy goes over the top and fires Carpenny. Carpenny kicks around the boundary line, goes wide. Singleton dives, slides into the contest. Ball goes over the boundary line.
Ball thrown in once again. From behind, Hoey can't get the tap down. Ball goes forward for East Geelong. Picked up there by...
tackle.
That was Singleton. Tackle too high, said the umpire. And another good decision as Singleton now can make things pretty safe for East Geelong. A long kick inside forward 50. Comes off the hands of the pack into the arms of Hoey. Can't control it. Ball comes back outside 50. Oh, Carpenny attacked the footy strongly. Runs to forward 50. Hooks it inside. It got a 2-on-1 back there. Numbers with Bannockburn. Oh, Hickleton can't handle the footy. 11-8-74 Bannockburn. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We are past 29 minutes. And once again, a terrible kick in from Hickleton. And playing in front, Mick O'Leary's been the hero in this last quarter. He's already kicked two. And the opportunity to absolutely seal the deal at the 29.5-minute mark of the final quarter. There has been 12 goals kicked, so it might be a minute or two to go just yet. But Michael O'Leary, man on the mark, 40 metres out, 45-degree angle. We can watch from behind him as he comes in. It's a beautiful kick. He's hooked it slightly to the left, but that point might be all important in the
Calling quickly again. It's a
gee.
poor kick. This time it goes towards Coy. Coy runs in, could have sealed the game, but he's missed it.
I got to tell you, it's
through.
pressure.
So Watts decides to go long. That's a good-looking kick. Now he stepped outside the square, so the young fella started the day pretty well. His last couple of minutes haven't been good.
About 20 players around this ball up, taps it forward, ball comes to ground, stacks on the mill, umpire will put the whistle on play and do it once again. Still at the head of the 10-metre square, 31.5 minutes gone, final quarter. Siren must be very imminent now, and there'll be some elation here. There'll be some elation at Godfrey Street as the ball goes out now, out wide for the Bannockburn side, picked up by Bliss. He's tackled, comes clear, Oppenlander picks it up, drops it, gets a handball out. It's gone to Primke off a step. He's had a flying shot from 30 metres out, and would you believe, has missed his entertainment centre final quarter scoreboard. We've gone past 32 minutes as Van Ingen takes the mark in the back pocket.
He's injured.
So 7 goals, 12 in the last quarter to East Geelong. Van Ingen now plays on, kicks long, but it's not long enough. And O'Leary again, this is Michael O'Leary, takes the mark. So he's going to go short.
Brother Sean.
And looking for Sean, and he's found Sean. So Sean O'Leary with, I reckon, will be probably the last kick of the day, will go back.
And Kevin O'Leary's about to push the buzzer. So it's Michael O'Leary, Sean O'Leary and Kevin O'Leary.
You love this moment, Sean O'Leary, believe me. So he comes in now. It's a nice-looking kick off the boot. It is a nice-looking kick off the boot. It's through for a goal. That's his third goal of the afternoon.
They've kicked 8 goals, plenty, as Dorber gets a belated tap out in the middle. Comes to Ryan Coy. Can't pick it up for East. Handball goes to Carpenny. Missed the mark. Picked up Hildebrand. Off a step, goes forward. Hoey takes the mark, not 15, decides to draw a player, goes to Thomas by hand. He kicks it towards forward 50. Primke lumbers after the footy, does well, gets around Tui pretty easily. Now East with players to burn at centre-half forward, and Oppenlander is the one that calls Hildebrand out and takes the mark. So to finish in a blaze of glory, Oppenlander now, man on the mark at 46 metres. The opportunity at the 34-minute mark of the final quarter for Justin Oppenlander to get another goal for the East Geelong side. Will take a good kick. He's kicked it from 55. He's only going to get to the goal square. And
Sean O'Leary's kicked it.
Sean O'Leary, is that a goal?
Yeah.
It is. Game up to Lynn.
So ball back in the centre of the ground. In ruck, Scroblack, he's done most of it all day. Ball comes out, goes backwards.
There it is.
And that is a good solid win for the East Geelong side heading into finals football.
So the final score here at Richmond Crescent in our match of the day, East Geelong 12 goals, 23-95, have defeated Bannockburn 11.